In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. A little bit wider.
Yes.
That must be what, like, full-size people feel.
I don't know. Let me see.
Why? It's like you're going to know. I mean, unless that's close to your boyfriend, then
No. No.
no.
Nope.
Is he smaller than that or bigger?
I don't know. Let me find.
Oh, I trust me. Smaller than that.
Let me see that thing.
Nice catch.
Yep, not quite there. Nope. Nope. Not quite there.
Like, if that comes in a travel size?
2 ounce.
There you go. There you go.
That's more there. Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah, there we go.
That's more like it.
And then yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Nailed it.
Yeah. What I have a feeling we're recording.
Now that I know we're comparing our dicks to lotions, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Hey, it's hand sanitizer.
Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Screw yourself that fucking sweet 15% off discount. And of course, our buddies OLS.us who have great sizes. Use that code Freedom Friends 25. Get yourself a quarter off your order over there.
I'm sure they're going to be so happy to know that their bottles
are comparable to peni size.
Well, not ours, but
Well, that one's all right.
somebody's.
That one's all right. Not this one.
No.
I think this one should come in a black tube. I don't know. Hi, Scott.
Hey. So we're doing this again.
Yeah, we are Sands of John. John is still out. Well, he's on his way back from hunting. He's just not here yet. And so we got Dave filling in as usual.
Hola, senors.
Yeah.
I think John needs to change the name of that trip to I went on a nature hike in Colorado.
Yeah, it was not a hunting trip.
No, it was a hunting. It just wasn't a shooting trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There was lots of hunting, just not so much shooting.
There was lots of hunting. Just
He's gotten spoiled by hunting in Texas.
Well, it's because we cheat.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's cheating here. Yeah. Like you're going to a grocery store.
Yeah.
You're not fucking really hunting.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're just grocery shopping. It's just super fresh.
yeah, it's just like that's the one I want. Pew.
Do you have any meat that's pooping currently?
Watch this. I'm going to scare the shit out of this one.
Oh my god! While they're
The next time I go to the butcher shop at HEB, because I don't know if you guys have done that, but they'll cut
anything.
They'll cut on demand, like on demand for you. So you can go in there and be like, well, I want bone-in ribeyes at fucking 1.25 inches thick. And they're like, I'll be right back.
One of the Samar guys runs the meat shop over here at this one.
What do you have that's currently pooping?
How do you want with the shitty ass, please?
Yeah.
Need some shit ass. Oh, man. How we doing, boys?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's Monday.
It is Monday.
It is Monday.
It is Monday. Hell of a weekend.
What day is it?
Yeah, it was a busy weekend.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I set up my home gym.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. How's it looking?
Good. And then yesterday I hung up some slat wall in the garage and getting it all. I stole the little thing that was over here and put the shelf up and so
I need to get like a small section of slat wall to put, all the random shit. Like if you have a home gym in your garage, like
That's what he did there.
Yeah, but I don't need like a giant. I just need one that to hold like belts and like bands and just so it's not.
Let me finish out mine and I might have a
everywhere.
spare piece for you. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but
yeah. Is it your gray stuff that was in storage?
I put all the gray stuff up. I got white stuff left.
That's fine.
So
I don't really give a fuck what color it is.
I can have white stuff left.
I just need because right now I have it like hanging on like the posts of my cage and shit, and it's not like it's hurting anything, but
That's kind of reminds that too. It's just kind of like,
but it's I know it's going to be one of those. Everybody else will be like, there's no way that's in the way. And I'm going to figure out somehow for it to be in the way.
Like I have this weird thing that I built to spool my 550 cord because like I'd stolen a spool of it. But of course the cardboard spool got fucking ruined.
Oh yeah.
So to keep it good, I wrapped it around this fucking like metal thing I made. Or
those cardboard spools came non-ruined?
Right? Like, I don't think I've ever seen one unruined.
I think I've seen one, and I think it was coming off of the pallet at that point.
And I guarantee you 5 minutes later, it was ruined.
Oh, yeah. It probably got sat down in water and just fell
Well,
apart.
to be fair, Dave was in the Air Force, so
Oh, yeah. He got all the shit that was brand new.
not rained on yet. Yeah.
So just coming off, like, right off the fucking nice
Yeah.
metal pallets they have. The Air Force pallets.
Right from the 550.
But that's what I hang my
Store.
belts on. Because it just fucking, it works.
Yeah, no. Well, like my belt right now is hanging on the J cup that holds my bar.
Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, short of like bench pressing, I put my belt on, so
Yeah.
it's not like
Well, so I have two
it's
belts.
on if I'm not.
I have my heavy belt and I have a soft belt because it depends on what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, I don't lift anything heavy enough where I need anything other than my soft belt.
Right.
I've never used a belt.
Your back will help you. Your back will thank you.
The other thing is that when you do get heavy enough, you're going to want it to actually hold your abdominal wall.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's for. That's
It's not meant for your back. It's actually meant to support your abdominal wall so you don't get a hernia like I have.
Yeah. I mean, because it creates the Valsalva.
Yeah.
It creates the inner Valsalva maneuver.
You essentially pressurize that whole get tight when you're powerlifting. So you take that breath in and hold it, and then you press your abdominal wall out.
Yeah, so.
Well, when you go to lift, you'll pressurize, and it'll push your intestine through your abdominal wall. So which is it's bad.
Might want to look into a belt, but
Dude, seriously, with where you're at right now, until it gets like stupid heavy, go get one of those fucking. Is it Harbinger or Harbinger?
Harbinger.
It's Harbinger, right?
Right.
Because a Harbinger is like shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the wrong name for a belt company.
Yeah.
But
Harbinger.
they're
Yeah.
like $25, $30 at literally any sporting goods
You
store.
go to Walmart and buy that shit.
And that belt will carry you until
Matter of
you're
fact,
probably. I might have an extra.
I probably got one for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Because I think I have two of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but yours might not fit, Scott.
Mine might. Yours probably
Oh,
won't.
that's because they come in, I think, small, medium, and then large, extra large. They only come in like two sizes.
Yeah, it's like regular and fat. And regular is like just in size, and then fat's for everybody else. So like so many years that you have to like wrap it around you twice because it's just extra shit.
Mine fits me normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have a leather Rogue one that's too big for me. Somebody gave me. It's not like I ordered it. Like somebody gave it to me as like a.
See, those are different.
Here's
those
a really nice
Those
belt.
come in like fucking sizes.
Yeah,
like,
but this is like it's one of those. It's like the 9 mil thick, like stamped.
Is that like the one with the click?
No, it's the freaking 2-prong. Like you're in it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not the fucking throw the latch. It's the you want out, fucking.
You're gonna work for it.
Yeah, unbuckle, motherfucker. But I can't. It's too big for me.
Yeah.
I need to give it to somebody that would actually like help. Because it's
again, it's like right tool for the right job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's too big for me, so then it's useless.
It's probably too small for me.
I don't know. I'll bring it in. You can try it.
Okay.
If it works, it's yours.
Deal.
Because I literally have to take it down to the last rung, and it's got like that much tail on it. So
Oh yeah.
it might fit you.
Huh.
But if it does, it's yours. You're lifting way heavier than I am.
If it doesn't,
Not lately.
goddamn.
Man, I haven't done fuck all lately, man. I feel like a fat piece of shit.
Yeah,
You,
but
you
gotta
haven't had
remember
the opportunity to do that.
My
Yeah, I've just
top
been
end, man,
traveling.
I was deading like 315.
Yeah.
So, and even then, 315 is, that's 2.5 times my body weight.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Well, that's not 2.5 times. It's over double my body weight,
sure.
which was my only goal. I want to be able to deadlift double my body weight.
Yeah, it's hard for me.
And then when you get really, the problem was,
I don't know if I have enough weights.
that was, well, the problem was it was just shy of 315 for double my body weight because it was like 310.
Yeah.
And so it was like, but 315 is that's 6 wheels. But so it was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to hunt 315 so I can just have 6 wheels on the bar. Because it's pretty.
It looks cool.
It's super pretty.
It looks super cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm enjoying lately is everybody calling out the fake Instagram lifters who are like fucking, they have like the 45s, but it's like a 10-pound weight.
Yeah.
And they're just like
the training weights.
Yeah. And it's like, and people are calling them to fuck out now.
Well, it's these people, they're on fucking TikTok and shit, and they're like snatching 315. And it's like,
bitch, fuck you.
Why weren't you in fucking Tokyo? Like, where the fuck were you?
Right.
And it's like, and they're snatching it like it's nothing. Like
you'll see some
fucking
meathead walk by and pick it up with one arm and be like, bullshit, and just set it down.
Yeah.
And
You know who I watch, and I'm like, God damn, Caleb Francis.
Yeah.
That fucker's strong.
He's a beast.
Yeah, I'm going to call him out for using fake ones. Fuck that guy.
Go ahead.
He's a beast, man.
Go ahead.
He is.
And when he goes like, yo, and then takes the Oli bar and just bends it in half and hands it to you, you just be like, fuck.
I think he's too nice for that.
The other guy that I really like is,
sweetheart, I bet.
what's that dude's name that only has one arm?
Oh, Jimmy Spurgeon.
Yeah.
Dude. He's one of my Marines.
You want to talk about a dude that'll motivate you to be like, I have zero excuses.
So, dude, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the story of Jimmy. It's fucking tragic and at the same time inspirational as fuck. He was one of my Marines. I got him as PFC Spurgeon when I was a sergeant, and he was a fucking shithead. And he was an absolute. He had an attitude.
Yeah,
you know, he was like a entitled kid from Southern California. Just had an attitude about him. Very, very cocky. Hard to fucking like train. You know what I mean? Because he knew everything, and he was like captain of the football team kind of looking kid, right?
Yeah.
And he was always fucking eating. And I was always like, Spurgeon, you're going to get fucking fat. Stop eating. Well, I'm retarded and he's not. So he was building his metabolism because he was a trained fighter. He was a Muay Thai guy. And he was like starting to go like nationally ranked kickboxing and shit. Like he was
It's a delicious dish.
It is good, right? That's pad thai. Never mind.
Oh.
But
I thought that was like the grande version.
Really well. Like he was like fucking doing like kicking ass. And but when he got out of the Marine Corps, because he just did 4 years enrolled, and when he got out, I remember he was doing like 20 dead hang pull-ups, like talking to you while he's doing them. He's like, "Hey, how's your day? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I did all right today. Yeah, you know, like he was just a fucking beast. I used to call him the Machine. I'd be like, Jimmy the Machine, what's up? And he picked up rank, and he ended up being a sergeant with me and shit. And he was a good guy.
I hate those fuckers that can do those pull-ups that look like slow-mo. They're just like, dude.
There's that one.
Like only their arms are involved in the whole exercise.
There's like that one army TikTok guy that does like all the crazy fucking pull-ups.
Where it looks or he'll sit there and do that shit where it looks like he's walking up like dead air. And he's
I had one of those fucking assholes in my last
unit. And he's doing all the weird like fucking
360
movements and shit.
He would do that shit. I'd be like, one. And he'd do it again. I'd be like, still one. Do a fucking pull-up. And they were like, what the fuck? But so Jimmy got out, and about a month or two after he got out, he was riding his motorcycle, and some bitch short-stopped him, and he hit the back of her car.
Is that how he lost the arm?
And he fucking lost the use of his right arm. And it devastated him, obviously. His future was in fighting. Like, this kid was going to the UFC. Like, he was fucking good.
He should join that fucking Russian slap fighting.
Dude, he'd fucking murder now, dude.
Have you seen that shit?
Dude.
Yes, I have.
I love how they touch your cheek first and then they rear back and slap.
But he got into becoming like an adaptive athlete in adaptive sports and started powerlifting. And now he does strongman shit. And he's a beast. You check him out. Those of you guys listening, check him out. It's One Arm Power on Instagram. He's a fucking badass man. But
just and you want to feel like a pussy because he'll like one arm snatch like 225, and you're like, fuck.
Sometimes I can see into the future, and I feel like he's in danger of ripping his dick off, jerking off.
Dude, I'm telling you. And the cool thing is,
calm down with that one arm, man.
Speaking of that same category, there was actually a dude.
God damn it.
There was a
what? She's spreading the wealth.
Fucking duck.
It's time for the ice.
Hey. I like these days. Thank you.
Screwdriver. I haven't had this one. All right, I'll fuck with that in a second.
Well, this is fucked.
Yes.
Because he's on the show.
Yeah.
Well, that means there's two for each of us, boys. Shit.
Here you go. Nice warm ice. This is a double dick move. Did you touch it?
Yeah, it's a melted ice.
It's fucking room temp.
I just typed in warm because of that.
Nice. No, so I was watching this fucking video.
It's moist too.
And this dude went to actually go do a fucking snatch.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was a fake bar because it was one of those like 345s on each side. So this dude was trying to snatch 315.
It's not playing.
And there's just no fucking way. So this dude goes to snatch it and the bar comes up way too fast and he's sitting there in like basketball shorts and just tags himself right in the dick with a fucking bar on like the full snatch pull.
So he puts like a band around to balance the other one. And he's like,
for those of you that are watching the audio show as they watch a video on the other side, I'm assuming you were showing him a video of Jimmy.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Like, the dude's hellaciously strong.
Just a cock strong asshole, man. Fucking great dude though. Fucking Good friend of mine.
I didn't know that was going to be padding, and I'm like, oh fuck it.
Right? Like, when he failed, like the thing I really respect about him is when he fails a lift, he puts it up. He'll post that shit and be like, "Yep, fuck this one up." Like, and I respect that, man. Like,
well, you have to, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's when people don't call you out for like fake weight, this, that, and the other. Like,
oh, these are warm.
So I
didn't think they were that.
So I'm pretty
warm.
sure if we recap,
I didn't think it was that
I did
warm.
say
This is like noticeably warm though.
You are all a bunch of babies.
Like these sat in your car for a while.
like, I'm still gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it after I'm done with this.
They actually probably never made it in the refrigerator after I delivered them last night.
Yeah, so
their
Dave
house.
actually came over yesterday and
Still good.
hung out for a while, and he showed up with
That
He
tastes
showed up
like
with a-
orange juice.
Right?
he showed up with a very good bottle
Little
of bourbon,
vitamin C.
and then he also showed up with this 6-pack of Smirnoff Ice.
This just tastes like orange juice. Fucking delicious.
Well, that's kind of what a screwdriver is, isn't it?
Fucking I'm not mad at that at all. At all. In the
Warm
slightest.
or not?
Yeah. Even warm. Fuck. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like McDonald's orange juice.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Yeah.
like
Which
that.
I like McDonald's orange juice,
Yeah.
so I'm cool with it.
That's
I'm
like
here for it.
It's like I'm a big fan of Sunny D.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when they came out with California style? It was a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get you
'Cause-
behind the
Because
fucking
Sunny
jaw.
D wasn't sweet enough.
Right? Let's put some more. You know what this needs? Sugar.
Yeah, a little more sugar.
like Tang.
That is like the most American shit ever.
Sunny D. They don't even try to say that it's orange juice or whatever.
They're
They're like,
orange
it's just
drink.
Sunny D.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it, Sunny D?
It's just drink.
It's drink that happens to be orange colored.
Yeah.
Like,
They say it's orange drink, and they're referring to the color, not the flavor.
it's like High C.
Yeah.
High C just comes in color. So it's just
Yeah.
like, this is High C
orange, high C green,
Yeah. Fuck.
high C blue, as you do. Oh man, what did you just send me, Justin? Oh yeah.
Gesundheit.
So we had Kyle Rittenhouse's
Yeah, his
stuff going off.
Yeah. So
I saw a little portion of it,
I
but I
did
guess
too.
because I guess they're letting cameras into the courtroom for this one,
it was at his big sigh of relief.
which I
Did you see that?
no. So the one I saw wasn't the big sigh of relief. It was I believe his attorney trying to question him about the pistol that he found and then like made safe and clear. And so the attorney is literally goes like, "Well, what did you do with the firearm?" And Kyle broke it down exactly how you're supposed to describe it, right?
Yeah.
It was like, well, I picked up the firearm, and then the cop said, and then you dumped the mag. And he was like, no, I did not dump the mag. I released the magazine from the firearm, and then I cleared the chamber and made the weapon safe. And I'm actually really glad
Tell
that
you, this fucking kid, dude.
yeah, that
Between fucking trigger discipline and fucking
yeah,
weapon
right.
safety
He's-
rules,
He's light years ahead of his age.
this fucking kid is on his game, bro. Like this
Yeah.
kid paid attention in
Well,
school. Fuck.
And one of the things that, and then they tried to go through it, and so that it wasn't just because the witness can't just sit there and just spell it all out. The attorney has to question everything, right?
Yeah.
The attorney's trying, and you can tell that his attorney knows fuck all about firearms. I'm like, y'all found the wrong fucking attorney. Like somebody needs to be, because that's the big question here is whether or not the actions he took was ensuring his own safety,
Right.
or if he was literally there just murking motherfuckers in the
Right.
street. I was like, you really needed to find an attorney that actually knew firearms, and they do exist.
Yeah.
It's not, but this guy that they had,
So did you see the?
Well,
so I
one
saw
of the guys he shot, this Gage
yeah,
Grosskreutz.
testified. That's the one I
He
saw.
testified. He was like, he was one of the guys that got shot by Kyle last year. Admitted in court on Monday, that was today, that he was pointing a gun at Rittenhouse when the team
right?
fired.
So that's the pistol that when he fired it, he dropped it, and then Kyle went and cleared that weapon.
Yeah.
So, which is like, I'm like, holy crap! Like that is. Do you know how many like trained military personnel that I can tell you right now in that situation would not have subdued the target, went forward, retrieved the weapon, and then made clear and safe the opponent's weapon?
You're fucking talking to two of them right now.
Yeah,
man.
it's like that shit wouldn't happen.
Like, I'd have pulled the trigger till it clicked.
And so,
like fuck.
but this dude, but the thing that caught me, and they continue to talk about it, and the attorney doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But when he corrected the attorney and said, "No, I did not dump the mag.
Yeah.
I released the magazine from the weapon and then cleared and made safe the chamber." And it's like, yeah, because the vernacular of I dumped the mag, none of us refer to a mag dump as you released it from your weapon.
No.
Like a mag dump is I pulled the trigger till it clicked.
Yeah.
That's a mag dump. Like without really paying attention to what I'm doing. It's just like, and this kid, I mean, he's 18 or I guess he's 19 now.
I don't think so. He was
17 when it happened. You know what? I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I got the testimony right here.
That's a photo of you, yes? Yes.
This is where, so that photo of you is where he is kneeling over the pistol.
Now, you'd agree your firearm is pointed at Mr. Rittenhouse, correct? Yes.
Oh, this is a Gage interview.
Yeah.
And once your firearm is pointed at Mr. Rittenhouse, that's when he fires his gun. Yes? No. Sir, look, I don't want to... Does this look like right now your arm is being shot?
That looks like my bicep being vaporized, yes.
Okay. And it's being vaporized as you're pointing your gun directly at him. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so
Busted.
when you were standing 3 to 5 feet from him with your arms up in the air, he never fired, right?
Correct.
It wasn't until you pointed your gun at him, advanced on him, with your gun, now your hands down, pointed at him, that he fired, right?
Correct.
Imagine that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he tries to get off, get away. He's like, no. And he's
So,
like, sir,
They put Kyle
look,
on.
look at the fucking thing.
Yeah, they put Kyle on the stand right after him.
Yeah.
And the
Which
funny
is
thing
weird
is
because
that,
a lot of times you won't see that.
and the funny thing is that Kyle never once, at least in the portion of the interview the portion of the testimony that I saw, never once tried to justify his firing. It was literally just the like a
facts.
briefing of exactly how it went down. It was not he never did any of the like, I feared for my safety or the safety of those around me. Like it was literally just the mechanics of this is how it went down,
Well,
and this is exactly what I did.
I mean, after watching the whole video of him doing all this, right? I don't think he had any intention of killing anybody.
No.
Like he was carrying a rifle
You don't do
for
that.
self-defense,
Yeah.
and he was providing medical aid. Like that's
Well,
why
you-
he was there. I guess
You also don't have that kind of trigger discipline if you're trying to murder people. Like if you're trying to fucking legit take people
Well,
if he
out,
was there trying to go all Call of Duty in the street,
now,
like
you're not going to fucking
I'm
one
gonna have-
shot.
it'd have been far more
relax.
than
Yeah.
two in a wound.
He'd have been fucking failure drilling dudes like left and
Yeah,
right. Man.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he'd have been like to the chest, one of the head, to the chest, one of the head, like real quick.
yeah.
Like, but he wasn't doing that. You're right. He was there to perform aid and protect himself.
Yeah.
My
And
bicep
I
got
still-
vaporized.
What a fag.
By a 22? Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
It was a 223.
Yeah.
And
Which is a high powder 22.
well, it's velocity though.
It's
Yes.
faster. I'll give you that.
Velocity, yeah, a lot faster.
His bicep's gone. So I mean,
yeah.
but you remember that picture after the fact where the guy's like sitting there holding his arm? It's like, well, idiot,
You got shot.
you
Yeah.
pointed a fucking gun at a kid right here who had a bigger gun. Like,
well,
what the fuck did you expect was going to happen?
And better your bicep than your brain. So fuck you.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah. I say bring back the skateboard kid.
yeah.
Fucking just.
Did they get into any of the backgrounds of all these people he shot? Because they
All
were
of them are scumbags.
All scumbags.
So it's
Yeah.
like 2 pedophiles, a fucking and like
Yeah, it's
Some wife
shocking
beater,
that a
some, like-
whole lot of non-law abiding people were out
Yeah.
lighting shit on fire and
Weird.
causing riots.
Weird.
weird.
You mean these weren't law-abiding citizens? It's like, no, because all the law-abiding...
It's their right to protest.
100%.
I'm pretty
Absolutely
sure
100%.
These are
You have
felons.
a right to protest.
Yeah.
You do not have a right to go set shit on fire and flip cars.
or
and,
possess a gun as a felon.
Yeah, and as a felon, you're also not allowed to have a firearm.
right? Like, I don't know. Justin, you want to weigh in here anytime? Like, you know,
He's not a felon.
Felons are scumbags. I don't know what to tell you.
he's a fucking felon.
He's not a felon. He got downgraded.
When did that happen?
Dude, I don't know who you've been talking to. Wasn't my judge.
Sorry for trying to do you a favor.
I appreciate Jess trying to like stick up for his brother and she just naturally. He's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Jeff's trying to stick up for me, and you three assholes are throwing me under the bus. What the fuck?
No, we're being honest.
I still hired you.
That's true.
Yeah, right? It's a tax break.
It's just
The
very
background check program here says
it's
thorough.
just very inconvenient that every time you need to take a picture, Dave needs to set the props up. That's
Yeah.
Very inconvenient.
No. It's a tax break, hired felons.
I don't think so.
No,
You should look into it.
it's not for hiring felons, but you do get that. It's $6,000 to $8,000 for hiring a veteran.
Disabled vet.
How is this?
No, it's veteran hiring.
Really?
Yep, $6,000 to $8,000 for hiring a
I
veteran.
thought it had to do with veteran preference. Like,
I need to know the.
Yeah, because there's like 25 grand here that you could pick
Call
up
Aaron.
on.
Yeah.
Call Aaron. Aaron will give you all the details.
Yeah.
The end
I know-
of,
I know
end of
that-
the fiscal year is coming
Nope,
up soon.
call Aaron.
I know that as a Purple Heart recipient,
Yes.
you get like an extra. It's basically 10 G's
there's two categories.
To hire
as a fucking
but
as a tax break.
there's
yeah.
veteran preferential. There's a veteran
Well,
preferential hiring status.
What are you doing
there's a
December
wounded one.
26th? So like
Part time.
January 1st ish.
shipping.
No, I'm serious. So there's
Somebody should
actually
get something for it. Fuck.
there's a veteran preferential hiring tax break, and it's like $6,000 to $8,000 for hiring a full time veteran.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You pay me $5,000 for 5 days. You got a deal. That's 5 G's you get.
I'll split that with you. Whatever the tax break is.
It's 10 grand.
Oh, I split it with you. Yeah.
Fucking it.
I ain't doing shit between those days either. Let's
Got a
fucking
job,
go. So,
What do you?
But yeah,
what do
no.
you do for extra holiday money? Shipping.
yeah, seriously, call Aaron Robinson.
Yeah.
I will.
He'll give you all the breakout on it. But it's most definitely a thing.
Oh man.
Get you a little bit of tax money back.
Yeah. I'm all about that.
So,
You.
yeah, so Justin, the producing team, actually just reminded me of a story. And did you see this dude that was calm as a cucumber getting sentenced? So he's sitting there. He's an ex-cop. He's like 60 years old. And the picture that I saw was literally him sitting behind, that little table
Yeah.
in the courthouse. And he's in the jumpsuit, the whole 9 yards, and he's sitting there with his mask on because it's
Yeah.
just chillaxing, just totally cool with everything. And the story goes, he had I think it was a 19-year-old daughter,
Oh, I did hear about
yes.
this.
and the 19-year-old boyfriend abducts her and sells her into sex trafficking.
Yes.
And this dude, through the boyfriend, finds who she was sold to, finds them, waxes them, gets his daughter back. On the way back, waxes the boyfriend and called the cops himself.
No.
Oh no! He put the boyfriend in the trunk of the car and abandoned it.
And abandoned the car.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, they find the boyfriend in the trunk. And
Did he make it?
No.
but I guess they went to arrest this dude, and he was like, "Yep." And here's what happened, and broke the whole thing down. And they went to sentence this dude, and he was like, and I guess his statement was like, "I had 60 years of solid life, and my daughter's safe, and that's all that matters." And he's going off to prison, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. You know what?
What was his
Baby girl,
sentence?
fucking princess is safe.
Yep.
What was his sentence? See if you can find that.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. Because
But,
it had.
Because he legit went Liam Neeson, and that's fucking
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, he swacked the dude with a cinder block to the face and then stabbed him until he finished it.
Yeah. Like,
That, and,
Like,
God damn it.
baby
That
girl
is
safe.
Fucking
Hey.
right.
That is fair.
Goddamn right it
you
is.
should not be a vigilante except in certain instances. And this is fucking one of them.
There's exceptions to
There-
everything.
yes,
you know?
100%.
Yeah.
well, and this wouldn't be if he got a really lenient sentence, I wouldn't be shocked because there's other.
Yeah.
What was there was that dad that didn't even get a sentence because he found out that the uncle was fucking molesting his daughter
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and fucking schwacked that dude and went to court and they were like,
It was his brother, right?
yeah,
Like
killed
he killed
his
his own
brother.
brother. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they went to court and they were like, nope, this was in defense of your family. You're good.
Yep.
And like,
Well, and then there was the
That
other dude
was
that,
it.
that caught the peeping Tom outside his 8-year-old daughter's bedroom and
Yep.
beat him to death.
Yeah.
And I think that guy got off with probation.
There
Yeah,
was the
it was
guy,
like time served.
Yes.
the guy in Nebraska that killed the pedophile
Yeah.
and then turned himself in immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 and you know what? This dude, had he not hidden the body, had he just been like, this is what went down and I got my girl back,
Probably.
they'd probably been like,
Either that or
all right, look, you got to stay in jail while we're in court.
he,
But
he
you're probably gonna
really-
get time served.
He really should have done a better job at hiding the body. He probably, it was like 2 months later, he's like, Jesus Christ, I thought they'd find that like the day after.
Yeah, right. I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Which just goes to show how much of a shitbag the boyfriend probably was, because they were like, we're not even looking for this fucking dude. Like, nobody reported him gone.
Like,
Like,
come on, can't you people smell anything in your neighborhood?
Jesus.
Fuck's sakes.
Probably just thought like a raccoon got in there and died or some shit. And it was like, man, some bum's been living in that car. It smells like ass.
Yeah. What's some other vermin though that fucking died in that car?
Yeah.
I can't find any like time frame of how long, but he was arrested for first degree murder.
Well, yeah.
But
Well,
I,
they have to.
I can't find anything that
I bet it's
Well,
not. I
that's
bet
'cause
he
that
hasn't.
is the crime that was committed.
I bet he
picture-
hasn't
yeah.
gotten
The
sentenced.
picture's
yet.
legit though. He's
Yeah.
like sitting there just
Yeah.
Just literally.
hair's all like perfect. And he's looking like a G. He's got like that perfect like silver fox hair going
Yeah.
on. Just fucking just. I'm like, that dude's going to go to prison and nobody's going to touch him.
No.
Yeah, they're
And
gonna
I'm
be
like, what are you here for? And be like, somebody sold my daughter into sex trade and I tracked the whole thing down and killed them all. And they're going to
Yeah.
be like,
Even though he's
fuck,
a
dude,
cop,
you can have my food. We're like, fuck.
even though he's a cop, it like
They're gonna be like,
It's going
watch-
to cancel. They're going to be like,
they're gonna be like, hey man,
All right, you're all right.
do you want your dick sucked or?
look, I've talked to, well, we all, I'm sure all have friends that have done real time.
Do you want to go get boners together?
I'm sure we all have friends that have done like real time.
we all have one in particular.
In particular.
Yeah, we
but
know one.
I know others and
He
stuff
sat
like
in your
that.
chair
and,
last week.
and I saw, but I know ones that are other than him, and I've
Yeah.
talked to, officers and stuff that work the prison system and all that
Sure.
kind of stuff, and they're like, "There's two things that you do not want to be in prison,
Yeah.
and that is like a pedophile and a rapist.
Yep.
Those are the two things that you do not want to be, because the other prisoners are like."
Fresh meat.
Especially the lifers
Yeah,
that are like,
they're like-
I'm not getting out.
Yeah, I got
so
nothing to lose.
If I was in
I will
prison,
fuck you to death.
oh my god! If I was in prison for anything and like I knew like my fucking cellmate was a pedophile,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
I don't know. That depends. Like, am I getting out next year? Am I getting out in 5? 3 with good behavior, or am I?
Yeah, but if-
or am I doing life?
yeah, but I could see like,
'Cause, like,
I would still
let's say it was
organize
that you were out for it, right? I was going to say like you're getting out in a year, right? And then nobody knew what this dude did, and you find out because he's your cellmate. I'd be that motherfucker who was like, I'm getting out in 6 months, but Cletus in the cell next to me,
I'd be like,
that
I would-
murderfucker's here for the journey.
I'd be like,
so
hey, Cletus, you know what this guy
check
did?
this out.
I would act interested and get all the details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of the officers that I know and said that it's not necessarily the other inmates that find out themselves. It's a lot of, oops, I wasn't supposed to say that
Oh,
as
sure.
like the
Oh,
CO and stuff like
COs,
that.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
like, ooh.
Yeah.
I guarantee, dude. If I was a hack, you bet your ass. I'd be
fuck
like,
yeah.
I'd be like, hey, what? Did you get laid last night? No. Oh, she wasn't fucking 12. That's right, 12. I'd be like, I'd call him out, dude. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Or you find out you're like, oh, Faye, you got the new cellmate, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry they stuck you with a pedophile. Anyways, have a good day. It'd be like,
Yeah, right. Yeah, it'd be shit like that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. This dude loves 8-year-olds.
Yeah. I wasn't supposed to say that.
Just oops.
Oops. That slipped out.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bubba. Did you shower today? Good, because this guy needs it ripe. He likes 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, sorry.
I mean, he looks lonely.
Just taking every opportunity to throw this fucking scumbag under the bus. Just
What else is going on in the world?
So I saw a really funny map.
Well, shout out to our buddy Rich High. The meme game was
Oh
strong
my
enough.
God.
Was strong
Oh, yeah.
enough to fucking change an election.
Right?
Well,
Fucking-
not only that, but he did a little cameo thanks to Quinn.
yeah,
I
fucking
want to know how much Quinn paid for that.
$20. I asked Rich.
20 bucks. I literally. The funny thing
So
is,
the
like,
age old adage is true.
Rich
20 bucks is 20
$20
bucks.
Rich is
is
a
20
cheap
bucks.
whore.
the
God,
funny
he's
thing
a
is
cheap
I
whore.
saw that. I saw that go up. Caitlin saw it too, and she looks at me and she goes, "Does Quinn not know that we all know Rich High? Like all of us?
Yeah.
Like we couldn't just
No.
find out?
No.
Well, like I texted him.
Fucker's been on the
and
show.
I
he was
give-
like
I'm
$20
gonna-
and I laughed when I saw what he wanted me to say. I was like, he's a fucking weirdo. I was like, I'm gonna pay you $20 to tell him we tag team his mom and she wants him to come clean it up because we threw out her back.
I'm gonna give Quinn props.
It's
He
good-
picked the right one.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
It was a great joke.
It was a good joke. I
Good
like
move.
how Rich.
I appreciate it.
I like how Rich essentially though, like he followed Quinn's request,
Yeah.
but it was still making fun of Canadian beer.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like,
it was like
so
it was like,
cold.
I'm not talking so cold.
That ice.
That ice.
The
that
Labatt.
Labatt blue.
I like how he's like the Free
It's
to Friends podcast, which is awesome. And I was like, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. It would be more awesome if they had that oh so good Canadian beer because it's so much stronger than that
regular
bush light that we can get down here. And I was like,
and it's ice, so it's really cold. Like this Smirnoff Ice, it was really
really
Not cold.
The Labatt.
I laughed. It was funny. I thought it was great.
And Rich lives in like southern Canada, anyways.
Essentially,
So,
yeah. Technically, he lives north of some parts of Canada.
Yeah.
Also true.
Like, fuck.
Also true. Rich is a great fucking dude.
He is, man. And I'm glad that that the socialist is not going to be his boss.
Yeah.
You know why the whole thing started? Because that idiot came out during an interview and they were like, what's going to be your first act as mayor? And she goes, my first act is I'm going to fire Officer Rich High. And he was like, fuck did I do to you, lady? And he was like, all right, bitch, game on.
He's visible.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And he was like, all right, fine. Here's my meme game.
Yeah.
And it's
You know
strong, bitch.
What I don't like about people like her most.
Socialism?
Actually, it's not that. It's just people like her they go after something because
It's personal or something.
well, what it becomes is it's soundbite news, right?
Yeah.
Like I have seen Rich High go after anybody.
Yeah.
He does not give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
left, right.
He's gone after way, way better people than her.
But left
For less shit.
left side, right side, in command, not in command, veteran, non-veteran. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like if you fucked up, you're fair game.
It's like the South Park of the veteran community.
100%. He is equal opportunity.
Yep.
Equal opportunity call out. And she, I guarantee you, because he's said what she viewed as conservative, right wing, whatever. He's a visible target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, he's kind of the voice that both sides want because he is more than happy to call out anybody.
Yeah.
So, heaven forbid you get rid of a neutral party.
Yeah. I don't
Uh,
Because I have never, he wears the uniform and I have never seen somebody call out the military at the rate that he does. Like,
well, that's why, the opinions expressed in these videos do not represent the DOD or the Buffalo Police Department.
he needs to sell that t-shirt.
Right? I'd buy that.
Just like his logo, like watermarked in the background with the disclaimer on the front.
Just a picture of a knife hand that looks like this.
Yeah.
With the jacked up pinky.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
and then it just has the disclaimer.
the views expressed in this video.
Justin just sent me a story.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin says Hollywood productions should hire police officers to inspect on-set firearms.
Oh, guilty conscience there, Alec?
Right. Well, or
maybe you just treat, never keep, bitch. I don't know.
But just because you're a police officer does not make you a firearms expert.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Just maybe don't.
Well, now there's more and more coming out about that set.
Oh yeah,
there's more and more stuff coming out that they were like, you don't understand. The producers and Alec Baldwin were a fucking nightmare. People were calling that set like absolutely brutal. Like the work days were insane. The level of safety that was ignored across the board was insane.
Yeah.
And it's just like, which pisses me off. You've been on an independent movie set.
Well, not only that, but
and
the movie I did, the work days were insane. They were long days, and we crammed a lot in.
Well,
and there was nothing.
Standard union work day for a film is 12 hours. It's 12 on, 12 off. Like that's
they did every bit of that.
Even shooting like little piddly shit that I did for Vet TV, like those are long
it's
fucking
long
days.
But 12 hours is a long day when you got to be on. But like 12 hours, it's a long day.
Range 15, it was a long day, but we crammed in so many scenes in so many days. Like it wasn't just like, okay, we're gonna do this and sit here and like.
It's because movies are expensive.
Yeah, like
they're very expensive.
They did the whole movie in 14 days.
Yeah,
but there was no safety anything in there.
Yeah.
Like
you can get away with it on some independents. This was not an independent film.
Yeah,
like this was. I mean, like it was chock full of like.
But I thought the safety was
A-listers and shit.
Yeah. I thought the safety was way overdone on the firearms. Like it was.
But it's got to be.
It has
well,
to
the other thing is with a veteran population that big, all of us are going to be a little bit more.
Like the weapons handlers were giving it to people that were way more.
Well, I remember Matt tells a great story I've heard on Drinking Bros before, where like they were like, is that weapon cleared? And he like fucking slingshots
Yeah,
it and
caught the
catches it. And he
round
was just like, yep. And they're like, oh, and he hands it to him. And they're like, oh. And they walked away. And he's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, because they're like trying to scold him about it. And he's like,
apparently
I got
that
it,
set
man.
was
Like,
out of control, like across the board. And I mean, it was so.
But yeah,
What's upsetting about that is like you've been on independent movies. I've shot them and been on them and all that kind of stuff. And this was a pro level. And it's like
what I can't imagine is Target practicing with the range guns or the movie guns the day before the movie.
is that what they say happened?
Yeah, they were shooting live. They were plinking with the guns.
so apparently they did not actually have screen weapons. They were just weapons.
And then they went to the range
Just
and shot them.
shooting blanks.
No, yeah, but they were shooting real ammo the day before. Like
so they tried to pull a fan fire the day
Regardless
before.
of the shooting
fucking
blanks,
brilliant.
the shooting blanks thing and all that.
Yeah.
No, like there are set guns, and then there are real
Regular
weapons.
guns.
you would
Yeah.
think that would be the case. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
how it's supposed to be.
I know, right? Like, yeah,
So
weird. But
My question is why was he pointing it at the individuals off camera?
I think he was pointing it at the camera,
Yeah,
and she was behind the camera.
yeah,
I think
She was
that's
a
what
camp-
they. I
she
think
was
that's
a-
what they were saying.
she was a director of photography.
Yeah.
That's who we
Yeah.
shot,
I don't know.
which is also a key crew member
Yeah.
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 because there's only like 5 keys on the set, and the DP is one of them.
DP usually is a big thing on set.
Especially.
Legendary kind of set.
Close enough.
The funny thing is, on those sets, you have 2 DPs.
And,
Technically.
and those are always loaded.
Yeah. Fully loaded. Yeah.
I've seen,
Dick jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I've literally seen behind the scenes videos of porn sets, and the guys operating the cameras are in like
Oh,
those
yes.
fucking like Shamu splash zone. You're like fucking.
I like the ones where he shows the guy like over the dude's head, like getting that fucking good angle.
Yeah.
He's like this. No wonder they go. No wonder it takes them so long to bust, man. They got a dude hanging on his shoulders.
Well, they also stop.
Yeah.
Like they'll stop and change all the angles and change
I
this.
think
that, the
if
other.
you're-
FP1, FP2.
I think if you're a professional, you can work right through that, though.
So apparently, I was listening to Tom Segura, who interviewed a porn star, and he said if you worked for a month, you'd have the control that you needed. It takes about a month of working in the industry to like get the control where you can basically come on command.
Really?
Yeah, and then you're like, and then it's just a matter of just going to work and getting boners with your buddies. You guys keep hearing me make this fucking joke about boners. I'll explain you. I'll explain it to you. So I was traveling recently with my buddy Brandon that I work with at the day job, and Brandon comes to me and he goes, "You know when like your buddies are like, hey man, let's go to this titty bar," and I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's basically the same thing as going, hey dude, you want to go get boners together?" And I was like, "Fuck, that's real."
Yeah.
That's 100% what that means.
Boners followed by blue balls together?
Yeah, boners and blue balls.
It'll be great.
We should just open a club called Boners and Blue Balls. It's the most apt fucking name for a
Right.
strip club ever, man. Boners and Blue Balls. Where are you going? Boners and Blue Balls. Call it Babs. Where are you going? Babs.
Is it like Babes? No, Babs.
No, it's
If I was
Babs.
gonna open a strip club, I just call it Unfulfilled.
Right. Just fucking
Disappointment.
maybe next time.
Yep.
There was a on Gate 2 Street in Okinawa. There's a like the very first bar you see is First Chance, right? It's like First Chance Bar, and then when you walk back, the other side of the sign says Last Chance. So it's First Chance, Last Chance. So as you're walking out to the street, you get your first chance, and as you're walking back, you're like, "Let's see who's in here." It's like, I was like, man, that's kind of brilliant. Just like good location. Nailed it.
There's always a bar right outside of every post
Sure.
that has something, and they almost always have like some drink or something that's just stupid. Like I can't remember the name of the bar, but there's one right outside of Fort Bragg, and they've got a 38 ounce margarita, and like 22 ounces of it is booze, and it's
Jesus.
like $14.
Yeah, that is a felony.
So it's just like you can start there, and the rest of your night's going to cost you like $5.
I went out with my buddy Carter to a Mexican restaurant one time, and Or no, maybe he told me about it and I went with Michelle. I think that was it. But I went and I had a big ass margarita. It was fucking huge. But I swear to God, there was a roofie in that bitch because I was fucking blacked out drunk.
Or there was 22 ounces of tequila, Scott.
No, I can drink, I can drink 22 ounces
So
of
it's not
tequila.
the
That's
tequila.
22 shots, bro.
It's the sugar that goes along with it.
It must be because I was.
I mean, because a margarita is essentially lime juice, sugar, and tequila.
That's it.
Like,
It's 2-on-1. That's the
Yeah.
appropriate ratio for a margarita.
so it's
Margarita is daisy in Spanish.
Yes, we had this conversation in
and it is a
Florida.
daisy and it's a daisy cocktail. Yeah.
but I mean, it's lime, sugar, and tequila. So
Yeah.
and sugar absolutely accelerates how hard alcohol hits you.
Yeah. It also really is
And that's how that hangover
it's a
kicks
huge
in.
factor in hangover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's like when if I ever have a rum night,
Rum's delicious, but fuck.
that next morning just pain. That's painful.
Is there sugar in regular rum? Like without mixing it?
Yeah, it's fucking
Dude, it's made out of
from
cane
cane
sugar.
sugar.
Yeah.
That's what it's distilled from. It's cane sugar.
Because there's been nights I've drank a lot of rum and I don't get this sugar.
Yeah, it's
hangover.
literally made out of cane sugar.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why it's got a sweeter taste.
Yeah. Okay.
Like even like Bacardi or fucking even one of the darker rums. Shit, you get like those real dark rums like
Kraken.
Kraken's a good example.
that's
Or
a
what's
good
that?
one.
What's the famous one? It's in the dark and stormy. What the fuck is that? Myers.
Mhm.
Myers will fucking tastes like butthole too, but it'll get you.
I wish Sailor Jerry tasted better.
It's just a stronger version of Captain Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is to me.
I just like the bottle.
It's a cool bottle.
Yeah, that's what I wish. I just wish it tasted better.
I got a Sailor Jerry story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a neighbor, my house in Elkton, Maryland. My neighbor, it was him, his son, and his wife and his son that lived there. And he used to own a sports memorabilia store, right? So he had a bunch of like little dolls and
you told me
trading
about this
cards
guy.
and stuff. Real cool dude, right?
And you said because you said the store's like the size of a closet.
Yeah, right. Well, all of his shit was in his garage because he'd closed the store down. But his son had this girlfriend, and his girlfriend came over to my house, and it just so happened to be one of the nights that Haley was staying at my place. And I had a bar in my garage, so it was a 1-bedroom apartment with a garage. It was cool.
Yeah.
So it was just like it's kind of like a loft apartment.
I had one of
over
those.
a garage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had an apartment just like that.
it's fucking awesome.
I had a
right?
1-bedroom
Like,
apartment. So the door was on the bottom floor, but
Yeah.
you opened the door and it was a staircase that went up into the living room of the apartment. Then it was a little dining room and a kitchen, and then the bedroom was in the back. And
Dude.
underneath it was I had a 1-car garage.
I'm pretty sure we had the same floor plan, my
but
friend.
the garage was like
Do you have a big walk-in closet?
huge walk-in closet.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge walk-in closet. And then the garage was like 1.5 times as deep as like a normal garage.
Yep.
It was like super fucking deep because you had all the length of the apartment.
Do you have your
Mhm.
washer and dryer under the stairs in the garage?
Yeah.
Same floor plan, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I fucking loved that apartment.
That apartment was
It
great,
was the
man.
tits.
It was so good. Especially like I was
But
a
you had-
single guy at the time when I moved in.
And
It
what was
fucking
awesome is you had
like-
nobody below you and nobody above you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
it was
all you had to worry about was the people who were like adjacent, but who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, and mine was the 1-bedroom, and I think they had a 3-bedroom. So like the 1-bedroom was attached to the 3-bedroom in the duplex or whatever. But she comes over and we're all sitting at the bar, and this girl starts trying to show off in front of Haley. Now Haley, at the time, is peak bartender fucking mode. So she drinks warm shots of Jack Daniels and Miller Lite. Yeah. Right.
Oh.
All right. Haley was a G when it came to that shit, and that's
Yeah.
what she drank. Right. That's like what she was known for.
It explains a lot of her spite now.
Right. She's more of a vodka girl these days, but yeah.
That's because
It
she's
doesn't matter.
a
Once you
mom.
pickle yourself in Jack Daniels enough, it just sticks. Like
Fucking,
it's just
you ain't lying. Shit. So like, she's sitting there and she's trying to show off to Haley because Haley's drinking shots of Jack. She's like, I'm gonna drink this shit, Sailor Jerry. And this bitch drinks about 3 or 4 big ass shots of Sailor Jerry. And next thing I know, she's puking on my fucking floor in my garage. And I'm like, yo, get your fucking chick out of here, bro. I'm like talking to my neighbor. I'm like, she's yacked all over my garage. So he like kicks her out and comes back and he cleans it up. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And he's like, I don't know, dude. She's fucked up. And I was like, yeah. You
No,
think? Like,
yeah. Don't bring your fucking amateur hour into my bar.
dude, fuck. Fucking trying to come over here and fuck with pro level, dude. It's like JV trying to fucking play in the NFL, man. It ain't happening. Like, God.
That's what I need at the new house. Let's build an outdoor bar. What do you think?
You got a nice little space in the back for like a cool tiki bar.
Yeah.
I could see a cool little tiki lounge out there.
100% could do a tiki bar.
That could be dope.
Could be dope.
Yeah, get like some bamboo fucking
Dude, we live in fucking Central Texas. That tiki bar could run like fucking
year round, man.
year round.
Fucking I. That's a good idea, actually.
Not a bad idea.
You should fucking tiki lounge it up,
Had worse ideas.
right? I don't know why we're not building tiki lounge right now.
Dude, get all those cool cups.
Fuck yeah.
The weird little
I want a coconut drink when I go over to your house.
Yeah.
Yes.
all the little things that look like tiki statues.
The coconut
and shit.
might have whiskey in it.
Well, that's fine.
The bar only serves cocktails.
Right?
No straight anything. Just fucking all cocktails.
Yeah. I want like a big pineapple with fucking shit sticking out of it. Big old swirly straws.
I have to hold it from the bottom.
This is awesome.
Just sitting there be like, you know what? Never do this in public, but
Fucking I.
this fucking works back here.
The only time I did that in public was Thailand. Just because
You're in
you're
Thailand.
in Thailand.
Oh, hey, nobody can judge you.
Yeah, let's be retarded.
That you care about.
Yeah.
I did it all up and down the coast of South Carolina.
We can do that.
Fucking just dude, beach drinking in Myrtle Beach. You get some weird shit. Like this.
It's because Myrtle Beach is basically North Florida.
Dude, it's the redneck Riviera.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Fuck.
that shit is fucking rowdy. I just love that there's so many people there with DUIs that have lost their license. That you have all the liquor sickles that run around, so you end up with like fucking moped traffic jams because they're all sub 49cc mopeds, so they're street legal, but you don't have to have a license to drive it.
Yeah.
So that's everybody gets DUIs and they just end up on fucking mopeds.
I haven't been back since the scooter thing has came around, but I'm wondering how it is with the birds over there.
I don't know. I hope it went the way San Antonio did and was like, you can get these the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you still see them. They're
These
still
are a
around.
fucking menace. Dude, I was in
After-
College Station
Like during
over
COVID, they kind of like chilled.
We were in College Station over the weekend. And because I finally got to go have my first Aggie experience.
Yeah. You hate yourself.
I'm a member of the cult now. It's fucking I believe it. Like I have not seen that level of fanaticism outside of like
You.
Muslim countries.
You.
Like seriously, it was like going to a Muslim country.
Yeah.
It was just like, holy shit, this
It's
is
like
not
going to like East Ham United. And
those are
going to a
not
soccer game.
fans. That is a religion.
Yeah.
Like you buy into a lifestyle.
I'm a Nebraska native, so
Dave and I were actually
Yeah.
having the conversation when he was at the house yesterday, and he was talking about Nebraska fans and stuff. Like and he was describing it. I was like, yeah, no, it's that. Like
people are
it's
pissed
nuts.
if they have to go to a wedding on a Saturday because it's
Yeah.
like game day, you asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was like, it was. Now I'd go do it again. It was a hell of an experience. But like the stadium holds 104,000, 105,000 or something like that. And they were like, second largest attendance in Kyle Field history at 109,200 and whatever. And I was like, so you're like 5,000 people over capacity and it's still only the second largest game that's happened or
Oh.
population that's happened. Because I guess the big one happened like the year it opened. Because this is only like the 6th year of Kyle Field or whatever.
Yeah.
It was the last year that Caitlin was there as a student. And they had 120,000 people
Wow.
in that stadium. So it was like 15,000 people over capacity, and they don't stop them. They're just like, "Yep, come on in," because somebody will just scoot down. You can just stand next to them because it's not seats.
Yeah.
It's literally
Oh,
105,000 people of bleachers.
Oh, wow.
So and there's
Oh,
like a
that'd be
little number,
terrible.
and you can rent like a little thing that hooks onto the bleachers that gives you like a cushion in a back. Nobody does. Like
Right.
everybody's just because you don't sit. It's a
Yeah.
4-hour game. I stood for 4 fucking hours.
Wow.
I'm like dancing with strangers. Everybody's like all locked in, like swaying together and shit. And I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. All right.
It was an experience, man. It was an experience. It was cool to see the Corps march in though,
Yeah.
because the whole Corps, the whole thing, marched in, and I knew I was in for a ride when the first fucking the color guard went by, and then the first guidon flag came by, and so. You do it every time you read the guidon
Yeah.
to see what was going on. And it just said 1st Brigade. And I was like, why does that say 1st Brigade?
There's a lot of them.
And it's so, well, it turns out that was 1st Brigade Army ROTC. So we went through like 1st Battalion, 2nd Battalion, 3rd Battalion, and all their company breakouts. And then it was 2nd Brigade Navy ROTC Marine. So like everybody that was in that were just the ones that were assessing into the Marine Corps. And then that went by. And then 3rd Brigade was Navy ROTC for people that were going into the Navy. And that
Wow.
went by. I was like, motherfucker. Like it was that walk
I didn't know
in.
they had a separate breakdown for services.
It was
I thought it was
nuts.
all Army.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
And
That's cool.
I talked to a couple guys that were assessing Air Force. And that were members of the shooting team, and then the Texas A&M Maritime Association came by, and I guess these are all people that are going like Merchant Marine and shit like that. They couldn't march for shit, and I might have said it a little loud because they were walking by, and I was like, "Boy, they fucking can't get in step like the rest of the Corps can." Huh? But it was impressive, like, and but they were in full, like the full formal regalia. And I think I couldn't. They never said it, but I think this was kind of the equivalent to like their Veterans Day game, because they had the 4-star that's in charge of Army Futures Command there. The flyover was a Chinook and 3 Blackhawks.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of like retired legends that were out there, and then Caitlin was telling me that the Corps typically isn't in the uniform we saw them in, because it was like their version of pinks and greens.
Yeah.
They're typically in like the khaki.
It's like a khaki,
like Class B uniform.
Yeah.
But they were in like full formal.
Oh, I see them in like gray stuff.
That's West Point.
That's West Point.
Yeah, West Point.
That's the grays.
Yeah, so it was.
You know what we should do?
Impressive.
This is what I think we should do.
And the band was legit.
I'm not wearing my uniform.
Let's throw a concert.
Yeah.
Have shitty security, and get like 8 people killed.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then just ignore it while it's happening.
Well, make sure that you bring your fucking 3-year-old daughter to watch it all too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then don't worry about stopping it or making sure that the emergency vehicles can get there. Just let people dance on top of them and
or
shit.
just like let them crowd surf dead bodies to the back.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that'd be fine too.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Totally cool.
And then just be able to get on your private jet and leave.
Yeah.
And not have to like,
It's not my problem.
stand responsibility for it.
Not our problem.
Like yeah.
What a fucking piece of shit. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Who is this guy? Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
What does he sing? I have no idea.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
He's like a
rapper with
it's
the name
weird.
Travis Scott. I thought for sure it was country.
So he does this.
Yeah.
It's like rap, rock, fucking. I don't know.
You
It's
can-
not. I don't.
You
It's
can hear the
noise.
Xenial over the fucking Gen Z over here laughing at you.
No, he's not wrong though. I've just never made that connection. Yeah, Travis Scott. If he came out and a banjo started, I'd be like, "Yep, this is Travis Scott."
Yeah. Like a rap guy, Travis Scott. Jesus Christ.
Well, if I heard like Travis Scott opening for the Zac Brown band, I was like, this sounds accurate. Like I don't. I fucking.
Tonight at the Grand Ole Opry,
Yeah.
Travis Scott.
So I had no idea who he was until
I still don't have an idea.
Well,
I just know
until
that he just threw a concert that got a lot of people killed. And
a
hurt.
fucking sneaker came out.
Oh yeah,
And it was a cool colorway, but it was the Travis Scott edition of the sneaker. And I was like, who in the fuck
I bet it's great for walking on people.
is Travis Scott? Oh, fuck. Yeah. It's just for dead. It's just for dead body stomping. That's all it is.
Speaking of that, actually, there's a
These
video.
boots are made for walking.
There's a video going around of he jumped in and crowd surfed, and one of the guys that was holding him tried to steal his shoe, and he like hit the dude a couple times, and then told the people in the crowd fuck him up, and these people proceeded to beat the shit out of this guy, and then when he told security to pull him out, he was like spitting on him and shit. And so now all these videos are coming out of like, yeah, this dude's a fucking trash bag.
Yeah,
His
it's
concerts.
fucking awful. Well, and there's video now of like the bulk of the concert literally yelling, "Stop the show!"
Yeah.
Well, there's like the chick crawling up on the cameraman trying to.
Yeah, like say what's going on, and like they're literally chanting at him, like "Stop the show! Stop the show!"
Because he kept going. Like the
And-
crowd rushes the stage. The fucking fence that was supposed to hold people out, that got fucking rushed and broke through, and everybody rushed into there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, next thing you know, this thing was supposed to have like 50,000 people. It's got like 120K in there.
It's fucking nuts.
Just pandemonium happening. And it's like, because you fucking cut corners, you didn't do your due diligence, you didn't fucking do any kind of preparation. You're
You know
just
what
like, I'm going to
cracked me
throw a
up?
fucking festival.
So this was this Astro World concert,
Sure.
which is Six Flags in Houston.
Yeah.
Like it's called Astro World, but it's because before Six Flags bought it, it was Astro World, and it's literally right next to where the old Astrodome was, is Astro World. So, and then
Where
Six
Joel
Flags bought
Osteen
it.
was like, fuck them.
Joel Osteen was like, I need 40,000 people in my church. And
Just during a hurricane.
just not during a hurricane. If the church actually has to do the Lord's work, no.
No,
That's going to increase bottom line.
He was just
and
like,
that's-
whoa, I need a new private jet.
Yeah. Impacting my profit margins here. Those Rolexes don't pay for
Someone's got a
themselves.
shit close. Hey, I can see the Holy Spirit. It's right behind your checkbook.
If you want to know what I feel, you need to buy my book, $42.95. Can be found where books are sold. Volume 9.
I loved, like, after Hurricane Harvey, there was pictures of him standing there and it just said, in quotes, just said, "Fuck him, Joel Osteen." I was like, God damn, dude.
I am utterly
It's one of my
convinced.
favorite memes of all time.
I am utterly convinced with the number of books that dude has written that to be a member of that church, it's now like going to a college class. Like you're not allowed to sit unless you've bought all the textbooks.
You gotta write a dissertation and shit.
No, you don't have to write anything, but you can't sit in class unless you actually have the book with you.
Right.
And every year they come out with a new version because some
Yeah.
sentence changed, so you got to buy the updated
All right,
version.
it's time to move chapter 32 to chapter 1.
Yep.
So
So
we
you got to buy the new
edition.
copy. What about the book that you're actually teaching from? I don't teach from that book. I teach from the ones I wrote. That was written by other people. That was the,
No, this is the one. Yeah.
so yeah, fucking.
The print's too big. I can't read it with my squinty eyes.
But what cracked me up is I've been to a concert at Astroworld. I went to a summer concert series in Astroworld when I was
And you
in
made
high
it.
school.
You should get a ribbon for that.
You know who I saw? Fastball, because they were a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, they were.
Because
They
they did
made
that.
up their minds.
yeah.
And they
They
started
started walking.
walking.
That's
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So concerts at Astroworld or any of those theme parks are where bands go to die. Like it was like nobody cares about our music anymore. So now if you're a season pass holder to a Six Flags, you can just go see them for free. So as soon as I saw this whole Travis Scott concert at Astroworld, I was like, the fuck?
This guy's
Like,
ending before he started. Fuck.
I was like, was it right after the Selena Relive special? Like, what the fuck is... Who the fuck performs at a theme park?
Jesus.
Next, he's gonna do it in fucking... What's that weird
Folsom Prison?
Midwest... Branson, Missouri.
Branson. He'll be at Branson. You know what? That's what Sevierville, Tennessee's like. It's like fucking Branson.
Branson, Missouri.
That's what I equated it to while I was there. I was like, this looks like Branson. Like it's like a weird fucking tourist trap in the middle of nowhere. Fucking weird,
Branson,
man.
Missouri.
Yeah. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Fucking crack me up. Well, fuck, boys.
I think what we've confirmed is the world is still fucking weird.
Dude, for
Yeah.
real. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Mikey,
Hey,
how was your weekend, buddy?
good.
Yeah.
Good weekend. I was traveling. I was gone. I was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I was in Tennessee. Went out there for work. Had a good weekend, though. I mean, a lot of work, but that was good. It was
So you
productive.
got to run into another buddy when we were out there.
I ran into a couple people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran into so actually 2 of your classmates from
Yeah.
RCPT were there.
Yeah, I think Dave Lehman was out there.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yep.
And so did Longendorf. So Dorf
Yeah.
was out there. Him and like I've known his wife and him for years. So
Yeah.
his wife came down and got to see Jordan and them. And then my buddy Seth Papool, who he was in my fucking happy anniversary, boys. Fucking November 8th, 2004. We breached into Fallujah. So
Yeah.
fucking it's Happy Fallujah Day for me. But my buddy Seth Papool and I, he was one of the Amtrak operators with me in Fallujah, was he's a cop in Kentucky now, and he came down and visited me. It was good to see him. Yeah, it was all around solid fucking weekend, I guess. But I was in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is a little hidden gem at the base of the Smoky Mountains. That's pretty fucking cool, man. Had a great steak, good steak dinners and shit out there and stuff like that. Like,
I'll put it on the list.
yeah, dude. So here's a fucking fun fact, though. Have you ever flown out of the South Terminal in Austin?
I don't know.
It looks like a bus station. It's tiny. There is a taco truck on the patio next to the fucking planes. And to get on the planes, you walk up like the old 70s fucking gangplank.
I think I actually have flown out of there.
So for $150, you can take a one-way flight from fucking Austin to Knoxville, Tennessee.
I'm
and
trying
it's
to remember where
short
I-
40-minute drive up to Sevierville or
Yeah.
down to
I'm trying to remember
Sevierville.
why I flew out of Austin. I think I was going to Florida. I flew out of Austin. I think it was out of the South Terminal because I got there to check everything in, and they were like, "All right, this way," and like a door opened, and you just like walked out on the tarmac, and then like walked up into the plane, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, we did
Oh,
that. We
fuck.
did that leaving Houston.
Yeah,
When we went from Houston to Jax.
yeah,
"Would you fly to Hobby?"
yeah.
Yeah.
that's why.
No, we were at the commuter terminal at
Yeah.
George.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Oh, because it was. Would you fly regional?
No, it was fucking United, but fucking
Yeah.
it was like the regional carrier or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. It was a puddle jumper.
yeah.
That's
But
what I mean. A regional jet.
yeah. But I mean, that's basically what Frontier flies out of the South Terminal, and I flew a Legion airline, which is just an older plane. Like the fucking seats don't recline and shit. But like You can tell like the flight attendants are done giving a fuck. They're just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Like it was all
There's
right.
a lot of those airlines out there now, like Wow Airlines. They don't even give you water.
But I will tell you boys something. I learned something interesting. If you plan a couple months in advance, Allegiant Airlines flies out of San Antonio to one destination, Las Vegas, Nevada.
For $100 probably.
$35 one way. $35.
One
So you just
way.
gotta time it right so you can get back too.
Dude,
It's
so
like-
have to
they
walk
only
home.
they only fly on Mondays and Fridays.
so if you timed it right,
So if you did a fucking weekend, fucking $35 there, $35
then the hotels
back.
are a fuck ton cheaper during the week than they are on the weekend.
True.
In Nebraska, Allegiant flew out of Nebraska to Las Vegas. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
The problem is they flew out of Vegas at like 6 a.m.
Oh, that's
and it
just
was-
mean.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
This is where you just stay up.
And then if you miss your flight because it's 6 a.m.
You gotta wait till fucking Monday.
Yeah, or you just
Or
like
Friday.
book a new flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man. But $35 from here to Vegas.
yeah,
Like, because I was like, I wonder what it would cost me to fly for like say SHOT Show.
right.
And I was like, it's $35. I was like, motherfucker. Like, and it's a one-way flight.
Yeah,
Yeah. So fuck it, man.
yeah,
That's not bad. $70 round trip.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to think if you flew on but you see, you could do it the other way though too. You could fly out there on a Monday
Yeah.
and then leave Friday,
Or fly out Friday and come back Monday.
or if you wanted to make a weekend. But like for SHOT Show, for instance,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly out Monday,
right.
fucking stay, and get the fuck out of there Friday.
Yeah.
Easy day. Like that's 4 days. That's my max in Vegas,
Well,
anyways.
there you go.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
If my wife's girl goes back into concerts and does her concert out there, we can. So last time when I went to SHOT Show, I bought Caitlin those concert tickets
for Kesha.
to see Kesha.
Yeah, remember because we called her and we're like, it's going down.
Yeah.
I'm yelling timber.
But
Which is technically a Pitbull song, but still.
we were so the hotel we were staying at was Kesha was playing that hotel like 6 months later or some
At
shit
the Palms.
at the Palm, and so
Well, we were just there for our party, for the Grunt Style party, and we just,
yeah, I didn't even
we
go
were-
to SHOT Show.
we
I
were-
literally
we were
flew in to
going-
go to the Grunt Style party.
we
and
were
that was
going we were going to get tacos.
it. Yeah, we were going to eat, and I walked by, and the
It's a big thing, and he was
I
like,
think I was like, oh shit! So I went. I was like, how much are the tickets? And they were like, those are fucking $85 a piece. Or I was like, okay, give me 2 tickets.
yeah.
Because it was like 6 months later or some
That's-
shit. But this was in January.
It's funny. I see him in line. I'm like, "Fuck, are you doing?" And he's like buying Kesha tickets. I'm like, I'm gonna need more to this story, man.
Yeah. So then I had to explain that my wife is actually a massive
He's like-
Kesha fan.
He's like, it's Caitlin. She's a huge Kesha fan. I was like, that
And
doesn't surprise me.
And I don't mean like I listen to it and I work out. I mean like knows everything about her,
Yeah.
like owns her makeup palette, like huge. Listens to her podcast, like is a massive Kesha fan.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fuck it. It's gonna be weird, but I'm in.
Yeah.
So I bought the 2 tickets.
Glitter
This
and
was in
dirt, bro.
January of 2020. Because we were there for SHOT Show. I bought these tickets.
Whoops.
And then the world shut down. And so
Yeah.
when they canceled the concert, the Palm was actually super cool. And they were like, we don't even know what this, we're not even going to reschedule this. Here's your money. And they just refunded all my money. But,
That's cool.
but
and it's the thought that counts.
I tried. I fucking tried. But the Palm had a thing though, that if you bought tickets and lost them, because they gave you physical tickets to the fucking show. If you lost them, you were boned. It
Yeah,
was like
shit out of luck, bro.
It was like $40 a piece to replace them. And I was like, motherfucker, that's half the cost of the ticket. Like, so they were fucking on our fridge forever. Like they were
Do you remember like the old Ticketmaster tickets? Like if you
those big monsters.
if you got them hot though, they would turn black.
Yeah.
Or
It was
whatever.
thermal paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was thermal tickets.
And like I remember I had tickets to a concert that I bought this ticket to it was Edge Fest 5 in like August of '99. And it was like right before I was going to boot camp.
Edge Fest.
And it was for
Jesus.
it was for the headliners were Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, and
That couldn't have been 95.
no, 99.
99.
Oh, I thought you said Edge Fest 95.
No,
and I was like,
Edge Fest 99. So it was
That
it
makes
was-
more sense.
It was Kid Rock, Smash Mouth, and then Limp Bizkit was the main headliner.
boy, that is just a whiplash of music change right there. That is.
Dude, so we all go out for Kid Rock. Fucking Ball with the Ball came out. We're all fucking wild as shit. He still had Joe C, the little midget dude, and all that. Like, I mean, it was fucking dope, right?
Rest in peace, Joe C.
Fucking R.I.P. Right? But we just had a great time. One of the most brutal fucking mosh pits I've ever been in, which was weird. I didn't expect that.
You know what? I'll fucking admit it. I fucking love me some Kid Rock.
I'll get down on some Kid, dude.
And I don't even care what era. Fucking rap rock era, country era. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. The fucking the Werewolves of London ripoff kind of meh.
I'm down.
Meh.
I'm down. Fucking bring on some Kid Rock.
So then like everybody like left because Smash Mouth was coming out. And Smash Mouth just comes out there and stands. He just stands there. And he's like, we're not playing shit till we see titties. And I was like, Smash Mouth is awesome. Because I'm 17. I'm like, look at all these boobs. I'm like,
it's
all right.
the fucking Guy Fieri of rock.
Fucking A, dude. And they rocked it. It was a great show. And then Limp Bizkit came out, and this was like the year that Nookie came out. So this was like fucking hardcore.
Yeah, that was the second album.
Yeah.
When they really had a fan base.
Yeah. Like everybody was wearing red Yankee hats and shit everywhere. And I was just like.
Over their eyebrows.
Yeah. Like super low.
Wear backwards over the eyebrow.
Yeah.
So you, like here.
Just like that.
Everything's got a red tint.
It gives you Joel Osteen, but like red. It's what Joel
like a
Osteen's.
shitty drill sergeant.
Yeah. But I had that ticket and I left it in my buddy's truck underneath his fucking like dash
I
protector.
just cooked it.
And I was like, oh, it's black. I don't know if they're gonna accept it. Fucking fortunately, they can still scan it, and I got in, but I was fucking terrified it was fucked. And I was like, God damn it.
I miss when you used to get real tickets.
Yeah. I don't know. I am enjoying the
Oh, it's convenient. But
it's kind of nice.
I like going to concerts and you actually had like a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had that souvenir. You had that physical.
Yeah, it was a free souvenir afterwards. So I didn't have to buy a $90 t-shirt.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. That would shrink after you washed it once.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it was the cheapest t-shirt ever. It was cost them $1 to make it. Charged you 90 for
needed
it.
to finish that 100% off with cotton.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a Hanes fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I still have my ticket somewhere when I went and saw it. It was Anthrax into Megadeth into Motley Crue.
Fuck yeah.
That was what I went and saw for my 16th birthday.
What the Crew open with?
Dr. Feelgood.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have figured it was Kickstart My Heart.
No, they opened with Dr. Feelgood. And that was actually the tour that Tommy came back and toured with them. So they were still doing like the fucking upside down drum kit and all that kind of
Nice.
stuff. So yeah, it was
Nice.
awesome. But it was Anthrax into Motley Crue.
You know, speaking of drummers, we didn't talk about it. We lost a legend recently. We lost Joey Jorgensen of Slipknot. A fucking legendary drummer. He died. That dude was fucking. You ever watch the videos of his like feet? Like they just vibrate.
Yeah.
Like that guy was fucking stupid fast, man. Like
Well, he was running double bass with double hammer.
yeah.
And it
So
it's
just
like Slipknot is singularly at fault for metal
Cocaine
going
is
to
a hell
all
of a drug.
double bass.
Yeah. Yeah. Coke,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Now
Actually,
there's all those-
I think he was a clean guy.
Yeah.
Now there's all those
Yeah.
videos coming out of his death stare through the mask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at you angry with my penis mask.
I always thought the masks were a little much. It's a little much.
I think that whole band was a little much.
I don't know. I like some of their stuff.
It's not that it was horrible music, but it was all a little much.
Well, it's like when Tool came out and they like wouldn't show their face. It was always like there was like a wall in front of them. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, being a tool.
Being tools. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
fucking wait, pay the bills.
Speaking of being a tool, let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap that shit up, B. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use the code FTFO. Squeeze out the fucking sweet 15% off over there. And of course, our buddies owellness.us. Give them a shout over there. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Get yourself a quarter off your order. Hit up Johnson & Sons Hay Grinding. I don't see the koozie anywhere.
I stole it.
Yeah.
But you can Google it. I'm sure it's there. Ask for Mike. Just ask him what he's doing. That'd be fun. Yeah. And really, you know, I'm going to raise my glass. I'm going to say thank you for being my freedom friends, boys. Dave, as always, thanks for coming through in the pinch.
Oh, yes.
Dave, what are you drinking over there? It looks like it had a Canadian leaf on it.
Actually, it is a maple leaf. It is a Wisconsin maple root beer
How was
from
it?
Sprecher. It's
Oh,
actually pretty
those are
decent.
good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking a Canadian root beer. That fucking
Yeah.
fuck Quinn. But
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. We got fucking maple trees too, you bitch.
Goddamn right.
Really just three little things. Nothing big, nothing crazy, not hard to do.
They're easy.
You know,
They're fun.
we just highly encourage you to do them.
Yeah.
Jazz, why don't you hit with the first one?
Ooh, fucking smoke on.
Scotty boy.
drink on.
God damn it, kids.
Freedom the fuck on.
We'll see you next time.